Last week, a viewer named Harold from Nova Scotia left a comment that I have not stopped thinking about. He wrote, Linda, I am 63 years old and planning my retirement. Last Tuesday, I sat down with a pen and paper trying to calculate what my total monthly income would look like when I fully retire, and I realized I had no idea how 7 specific money changes coming in 2026 would affect that number. I found pieces of the picture on different government websites, but nothing that put it all together and showed me how the changes connect to each other. Nobody has explained this clearly. Not Service Canada, not the CRA, nobody. That comment received over 900 replies from seniors and near seniors in British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and New Brunswick, all saying the same thing. 7 money changes were coming in 2026. Their monthly income would be affected. Not one of them had found a clear source explaining all 7 together and how they interacted with each other. Today, I am giving Harold and every senior watching exactly that. All 7 money changes in 2026 that could affect your monthly income, what each one is, who it affects, and how all 7 connect to each other in ways most coverage never explains in one place. Before I walk you through all 7, one critical thing. The next OAS and GIS payment date is approaching, and Service Canada will not send you a personal explanation of how each change applies to your monthly incomes. Subscribe and turn on notifications right now so every time something this financially significant happens, you find out from this channel before it changes the number in your bank account. Now let me show you all 7. These 7 changes affect CPP OAS, GIS, CRA credits, and provincial supplements simultaneously, and understanding how they interact is the difference between being surprised by your monthly income and knowing exactly why it is the number it is. According to Canada.ca and Service Canada published guidelines, 2026 is one of the most significant years for simultaneous senior benefit changes in recent memory, with legislated enhancement timelines, updated income thresholds, new compliance requirements, and expanded benefit programs all taking effect within the same calendar year. According to Statistics Canada, over 6 million Canadians aged 65 and older receive some combination of CPP, OAS, and GIS, and millions more aged 60 to 64 are approaching the age where these programs become their primary income source. Understanding all 7 now before they affect your monthly income is exactly the preparation most seniors never get the chance to make because nobody explains them together before the changes have already appeared in the bank account. The first money change is the continued CPP enhancement, flowing through to eligible recipients who contributed during the enhancement period beginning January 2019. According to Canada.ca, quote, SCPP enhancement pages, the enhancement was legislated under federal pension reform and has been progressively increasing both contribution rates and benefit amounts since 2019. The maximum CPP retirement pension is a confirmed monthly amount per Canada.ca, while the average Canadian senior receives considerably less because most did not contribute at the maximum level throughout their working life. Who benefits most includes seniors who contributed during the enhancement period and have been receiving CPP for less than 5 years. Who sees no change includes seniors who retired and began CPP before January 2019, whose calculation was completed entirely under pre-enhancement rules. The GIS connection is immediate. Every additional CPP dollar from the enhancement reduces GIS by 50 cents through the income reduction formula, meaning the enhancement does not produce a full dollar for dollar increase in total monthly income for seniors receiving both programs. The second change is the OAS quarterly indexation increase applying to every Canadian receiving OAS without exception. According to Canada.ca, quote, SOAS payment amounts page, OAS is adjusted quarterly based on the Consumer Price Index under the Old Age Security Act. The maximum OAS for seniors 65 to 74 is a confirmed quarterly amount per Canada.ca, and for seniors 75 and over it is 10% higher due to the permanent enhancement legislated in 2022. The average senior receives a prorated amount rather than the maximum because the maximum applies only to those with 40 years of Canadian residency after 18. This increase is automatic and requires no action. The critical point is that OAS is specifically excluded from the GIS income reduction formula, meaning the OAS quarterly increase does not reduce your GIS through the 50-cent calculation the way a CPP increase does. The third change is the July GIS recalculation resetting monthly GIS payments for all eligible seniors based on 2025 income from filed tax returns. According to Canada.ca, quote, SGIS calculation guidelines, GIS is recalculated every July using net income from the prior year return processed by CRA and shared with Service Canada. The maximum GIS for a single senior at the lowest income level is a confirmed monthly amount per Canada.ca, while the average recipient gets less based on the income reduction applied to their specific income mix. Seniors whose 2025 income was lower than 2024 see GIS increase. Seniors whose 2025 income was higher see GIS decrease or potentially disappear for the current benefit year. Who is most affected includes seniors with any income change between years and those who have not yet filed their 2025 return, which prevents the recalculation from completing at all. The fourth change is the updated RRIF, mandatory minimum withdrawal percentage increase, that automatically affects seniors with registered retirement income funds as they age. According to CRA's RRIF withdrawal guidelines on Canada.ca, the mandatory minimum withdrawal percentage increases each year as the account holder ages, meaning taxable income from the RRIF grows larger automatically without any deliberate decision from the senior. For seniors whose mandatory withdrawal pushes net income above the GIS eligibility threshold or the OAS clawback threshold, this automatic increase produces a GIS reduction or OAS clawback in the same year without any change in deliberate financial behavior. Here is the insider knowledge moment most seniors never hear explained. The mandatory RRIF minimum you cannot avoid is already pushing your income higher every year, and for seniors close to either threshold, the annual increase in withdrawal percentage is the factor most likely to tip them over the line. Checking projected mandatory withdrawals against both the GIS threshold and the OAS clawback threshold every January before the withdrawal cycle runs is the calculation most seniors have never made, but that retirement financial planners make automatically for every client. Most Canadian seniors find out about the threshold impact only after the withdrawal has already pushed them above it. Now you know to check before that happens. The fifth change is the expanded Canadian Dental Care Plan, now in full implementation in 2026 for all eligible age groups. According to Health Canada's pages on Canada.ca, the program is available to Canadian residents with no private dental insurance whose adjusted family net income falls below confirmed thresholds. For seniors receiving GIS, the income threshold is almost certainly met, meaning GIS receipt is a strong indicator of full dental plan eligibility with zero copayment. What most seniors do not realize is that the adjusted family net income used for dental plan eligibility is the same figure used for GIS calculation, meaning any income change from the other 6 money changes simultaneously affects dental plan coverage level. A mandatory RRIF increase that reduces GIS might also shift a senior from full dental coverage to partial coverage in the same benefit year. The sixth change is the updated Provincial Senior Supplement Coordination Protocol, producing faster recalculation cycles in most Canadian provinces in 2026. According to provincial supplement information linked through Canada.ca, most provinces administer their own senior income supplement on top of federal GIS using the same net income figure. The 2026 update means provincial supplements now adjust more frequently in response to changes in federal GIS. For seniors whose GIS drops due to higher 2025 income, the provincial supplement follows that drop more quickly than the old annual coordination cycle produced, compounding the monthly income reduction faster than most seniors anticipate. The seventh change is the updated banking verification and account compliance requirement taking effect in 2026 under revised FinTrack standards. According to Service Canada's updated direct deposit guidelines on canada.ca, accounts that have not had banking information actively confirmed within a specific rolling period are subject to additional verification before payment updates are processed. For seniors whose CPP OAS or GIS amount changes due to any of the first six changes, the speed with which the updated amount arrives depends in part on whether their direct deposit information has been recently confirmed under the new standards. An unconfirmed direct deposit account can delay the arrival of updated payment amounts that result from every other change on this list. Now, here is the connection most coverage misses completely. All seven changes connect through the same net income figure on your CRA return and the same Service Canada file. Your CPP enhancement adds to income and reduces GIS by 50 cents per dollar. Your mandatory RRIF increase adds more income and pushes GIS further down. Your OAS quarterly increase adds to total income but not to the GIS formula. Your provincial supplement follows the GIS movement under the faster coordination cycle. Your dental plan coverage level is determined by the same income figure controlling everything else, and your banking verification status determines whether all updated amounts actually arrive on the expected date. 7 changes. One income figure, one file. Harold did not know about these connections when he left his comment. He was trying to plan his retirement income and could not see the full picture. Today you have the full picture. Harold logged into his My Service Canada account and compared his current payment breakdown against each of the 7 changes. He found his direct deposit information had not been actively confirmed in over 2 years and updated it immediately. He verified his income figure against his notice of assessment. He calculated his projected mandatory RRIF minimum for the next 3 years and identified the year his mandatory withdrawal would likely push him close to the GIS threshold so he could plan for it rather than discover it afterward. Harold told me having all 7 changes explained together was the retirement planning conversation he had been trying to have with a government representative for months without success. So here are 3 steps you can complete this week. Step 1, log into your My Service Canada account at canada.ca/en/employment-social-development and review your CPP OAS and GIS amounts separately. Find the income figure Service Canada is using for your GIS and compare it to line 23600 of your most recent Notice of Assessment through your CRA My account at canada.ca/en/revenue-agency. If those 2 figures differ, call Service Canada at 1-800-277-9914 and ask for a GIS income figure review. Step 2. If you hold a RRIF, calculate your mandatory minimum withdrawal for this year and the next 2 years using the increasing percentage schedule confirmed on canada.ca and compare each projected total against both the current GIS eligibility threshold and the OAS clawback threshold to identify in advance the year when either might be crossed. If you need free help with this calculation, contact the CVITP at 1-800-959-8281. Step 3, share this video with every person you know over 60 planning retirement or managing existing CPP, OAS, and GIS income, because the seniors most likely to be surprised by their monthly income in 2026 are exactly those who have never had all 7 changes explained together with the connections between them made clear. One important warning: scammers are calling Canadian seniors, claiming one of these 7 money changes has resulted in a payment owing to them, and that personal or banking information is needed to release it. This is a scam. Service Canada applies all payment changes automatically with no unsolicited call and no fee. The CRA will never demand immediate payment by phone or ask for gift cards. Hang up immediately and report it to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre at 1-888-495-8501. Of these 7 money changes, which one affects your situation most directly? And which one surprised you most by connecting to the others through the same income figure on your CRA return? Drop your province and whether you are currently receiving benefits or still planning retirement in the comments, because I want to understand which of these 7 changes is creating the most uncertainty for Canadian seniors in different parts of the country. What we covered today is confirmed, and all 7 changes are already affecting Canadian seniors in 2026. More updates are scheduled before the end of this year, and Service Canada will not send you a personal breakdown of how all 7 apply to your specific monthly income. Subscribe now so that information reaches you before the next payment date arrives with a number you cannot fully explain. You spent your entire working life contributing to this country. You earned every dollar of these benefits. Make sure you understand exactly how all 7 changes are working together to produce the monthly income you receive. I am Canada Seniors Update, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.